All right. Well, yeah, we got the win. Bowl eligible now and get to extend the season. So there's a lot of guys happy. We got the win at home and last game at LaVell Edwards Stadium. So we'll keep building from this. And obviously didn't go as clean as I would like, but a lot of these FCS games end up being like that sometimes. And so just glad that we were able to play all 4 quarters and own the game like we know we could. So take any questions you guys may have.
First quarter didn't go as planned, but the team that second quarter was really big.
Yeah, I mean the first quarter, yeah, and you have to give credit to Utah Tech. They made some plays, got some stops, got some big plays on first half. I could tell you it was 2 big passes and then a turnover that we had gave them the 2 field goals and a touchdown. And so we knew that we came out everyone just do their job. That was the goal. Talked about it at halftime. Defense, everyone does their 1/11th, and we make up the difference or any mistakes with our effort and our energy. So guys played well, and I think in the second half, I can't remember how many first downs they had, or I think until we made some changes. But you give up a cheap one at the end, but I think it's provides our guys some growth and some learning experiences, and so I think we traded points for opportunity for the guys to make plays. And so, but yeah, it didn't. I think everybody expects the FBS team to be up by 50 in the first quarter. You know what I mean? So that's and you can see all throughout football. Sometimes you just got to keep playing all 4 quarters, and we knew we were going to get their best shot, and things looked kind of rocky, especially in the first quarter. But we know the game's a long game, and we knew our guys will settle down and own the game. I thought defensively we wanted to control the run game with 3-man rush, and that's what we did in the second half. And I thought we got some pressure on the quarterbacks. We missed some sacks in the 3-man rush, but I just felt like we could do that. So, any questions? Anything else?
Yeah, you probably wanted to get Jake in the game a little sooner. Was that kind of disappointing that you just couldn't quite get over that?
Yeah, and then just wanted to see him throw the ball, but at the end we're just trying to run the clock out, and they took some timeouts, but I think the right thing to do was just keep running the ball, and obviously they're focused on the inside run, and we're able to hit a fly sweep for a touchdown, and that's but it's good. I mean, you wanted to get guys some reps, especially when the game was under control. We never. It took a while to get there, so, and that happens sometimes.
You chalk up the penalties in the second half in particular to maybe just have a bye week, being not in rhythm. What was the issue with the penalties?
No, I think the rhythm would be if it was like a lot of false starts or issues. I think you're saying us using the timeouts. That was just us not getting the call in the right time and not having the urgency with the play call. And so we got behind the clock a little bit, and I had to use some timeouts. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but the penalties. You said the penalties. That's part of the game. I mean, that's. I don't know, some holding and stuff like that. I think we just, and we had some uncharacteristic plays with some unsportsmanlike things like that. I think the guys were a little upset, had a little bit chippy because of some of the things that were said all week, and so our guys aren't blind. They know what was being said, and so they wanted to just get after it, and they're a little physical and cost us some plays. That's all right.
Said by Utah Tech or?
Yeah, there's just some things that were said by them that our guys just really wanted to get to this game.
On Monday, you said that you might get a bowl invitation right after you got eligible. Do you have an inkling, something that it could come soon?
That's my understanding, but I mean, I probably shouldn't have said that. I'm sure Tom was really excited when I said that, but maybe that's just my wish. I just want to know. I want to know right now where we're going to be so we can make plans and organize our schedule and try to utilize the time that we have, and whether it's just good to know ahead of time when our guys are going through finals and things like that. But we know we're going to have a bowl game. That's good, but I think the focus now, if we do know where we're going, that's great, but if not, then we'll just get ready for, regardless whether we know or not, we're going to get ready for the Stanford game next week.
Do you think you made progress from that Boise State win to in this performance today?
Yeah, I think if you're looking at offensively, obviously we wish we could do more and get more points and every down score touchdowns, but you have to give credit to Tech. They made some plays. They did some things where they We're trying to take Puka away. I think they bracketed and double teamed him quite a bit, and Keanu was the one to benefit from that. So, credit to our guys for finding the open man and for Jaron throwing the ball downfield. And it didn't go error-free. There were still mistakes out there, but for the most part, the guys played really well and then didn't stop and didn't panic. I didn't think there was a loss of composure. You know what I mean? I think the guys were poised and understood that we were going to get their best shot and just had to kind of like settle down and just play ball. And the offense was able to do that in the second quarter, score some points, and then defensively we definitely did that in the second half. Either that one drive that I think was on a lot of the young guys, but that's all right.
Going back to that bowl question, have you been told of any potential bowls that you guys could make? Have you honed that list at all? Have you been told?
No, but I think everybody has there's plenty of people that do their predictions. So I mean, maybe one of those guys is right. I don't know, but I'm just glad that we get to go bowling and that there's guys on our team that haven't been to a bowl game, and they're really excited and emotional about it, and I'm just really happy that we got the win for our guys. This is the last game in Levitor Stadium, so. It's hard to get the whole team together because they're still out there with their families taking pictures and just trying to remember the moment. I've been there. I was in that same moment when it was my last game in the stadium, and just really appreciate all the fans and everybody that showed support. And it was just a lot of fun. I mean, it was good to get a win in a day game and have to deal with the sun, things like that. It's just kind of just not used to it, but I'm glad our guys were able to get it done and make it happen.
Coach, you mentioned that you were a player once at that point. Remember with your family. How special is that now as a coach and honoring as many guys as you did today? Yeah,
first I feel old. That now that looking back at it, it's like, man, my senior game was a long time ago, and but just really happy that we were able to get. It's hard to say goodbye, but happy that we were able to get the bowl game because it just delays the inevitable where you're gonna have to say goodbye to a bunch of guys that you care about and have done so much for the program, and so. We're just happy that we get to delay the goodbye a little bit more, but also happy that our guys were able to get that win. That's the last feeling that they have of being on this field is getting a victory.
This one's interesting in that sense because you don't know how many of them will be back.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them have said they will. Some of them are probably already decided that they're going. But there's a lot of those guys that you said, congratulated tonight who might get another chance next year.
Yeah, and I think it's just having the opportunity to give them feedback on whether they're going to go to the NFL or not, or whether the guys are ready to hang up the cleats. That's the there's quite a few guys that already know they're just not making it public, and but we just wanted to make sure to just cover our bases, just make sure that that we give them a goodbye just in case, So, but there are a few that this is it. I believe it's 13 that this is it, and just happy that we were able to get this game. And it seemed long ago that we played the Boise game, with the bye, but. I give a lot of credit to Utah Tech. There's so many guys on that staff that we know that worked with us that have been analysts and GAs for us, and so they're really familiar with what we do. And then they got their guys ready to play. They're motivated to play this game, and they're excited. And our guys were too. It was a good game and battled, for the first half. And I think we were able to settle down and get things under control for the rest of the game after that.
Last question.
It was kind of sad to see Lopini didn't get to play a lot. Was he taken out because he fumbled, or was he hurt? Or
I wasn't even thinking about all that stuff. I know that we fumbled the ball. We turned the ball over a couple times. Defensively, we didn't get turnovers, so that's we needed to. Other than I think the fourth down was the only one that we had. Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of guys that I wish you could just play all the seniors the entire time. We try to do that towards the end, even on offense and defense, but. This is a team game. All the guys should be proud of getting the win, including guys like Lopini and others. And there's some that didn't get to play. D'Angelo didn't get to play, and others that didn't get to play in this game because of injury. And I think of Gunnar Romney and others. And so I'm just thankful that whether they weren't able to perform on the field, the things that they did on the sideline, and for the program still carried through. So I'm thankful that I get to coach guys that relish in the roles that they have and try to be an influence regardless of whether they're on the field or not. All right, guys, appreciate it.